Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Salem High School. I'm Wes Drury. Along with me tonight again, as usual, is Mikey Batt here to bring you championship game of the Washington County Holiday Tournament between the Eastern Musketeers and the Borden Braves. Musketeers come off a victory last night against the Salem Lions by a margin of about 25. Can't remember exactly the score on that one. And Borden come away with the victory over the West Washington Senators by a margin of close to 20, Mikey. But, man, excited about being here. Should be a good one. Atmosphere, I mean, coming from his last game, going into this one here, emotions are high here. It don't get no better than this going into Christmas, and I'm really looking forward to calling this game, buddy.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. And, you know, you talked about it, touched on a little bit last night. I mean, this tournament is so competitive. I mean, you know, you had two teams. You had West Washington, you know, winless, Salem with 2 wins, and beat them on a last-second shot to start the season. And, you know, West Washington was down 15, 16 points there in the first half, and, you know, kind of roles reversed. And, I mean, it was a dandy come down to Keaton Chase hitting the last-second shot to win it for West Washington. I mean, it was a fun game to watch there in the second half, and I'm excited for this game here. I mean, you normally get the cream of the top always come to the top, and when you play in these tournaments, and we figured it would be us and Borden, and here we are, you know. So hopefully it lives up to the expectations.
Well, talk a little bit about, Mikey, while we're on this game here. You know, Borden come in last night. You know, we played them first game of the season. You know, they come out in the second half of that first game, put a press on us, and we kind of take care of business there. And, you know, talking to Doc Nash, he kind of wishes he hadn't have pressed us as long as what he had in that first game. But I tell you, last night watching this Borden Braves team, they've really improved. They're going to get after it. And they had some performances last night out of kids that we didn't see in that first game down at Borden.
Yeah, I agree. You know, they've really got better in their half-court man-to-man defense. They're very aggressive. They're physical. We got to have to handle that. And, you know, you still, though, you know, the Mason Jones kid came up big last night. And he's a kid that, you know, the first time we played him, he didn't have that. And, you know, Mason Carter got in foul trouble the first time. So, you know, we're looking at a totally different situation here tonight. You know, really both teams are different as we've improved as well. And, you know, how Coach Nash, what adjustments he makes and what adjustments Coach Fribble makes to the first meeting, as, you know, Yancey Edlin had a big game down there against him the first time, you know, he's going to be well guarded tonight, you know. So I look for somebody besides, you know, Jacob, Cade, and Yancey to have to step up tonight.
I agree 100%, and we've talked about that about every game. You know, when the focus is on Jacob Terry, Cade Jones, somebody's going to have to step in there and pick up those what we call bonus points. And, you know, is that going to be a Yancey Edlin? Is it going to be a Caden Temple? Is it going to be a Eli Guthrie like last night, like he started? And if we can get some points out of Caleb Jones, but you know, I just think this is really going to be a competitive game right here, and it's important, I believe. You know, we talked about it while we was off the air. It's important for us to get a good start here and not dig ourselves any kind of hole, because you know Borden's going to come out and be physical and put the pressure on us and try to take us away early.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, talk a little bit about Borden here. They come in at 4-2. You know, scoring about 61 points a game, giving up about 52 points a game. You know, their 2 losses, 1 to us, and then, you know, a very good Providence team, a 2-point loss to them. You know, they beat the Shoals, they beat Lanesville. You know, their wins are not against quality teams, so, but, you know, the loss to Providence by 2, that's big, as Providence is, you know, a very good 2A team that, you know, will, if not in the top 10 now, could very easily be in the top 10 in 2A by the end of the season. You know, but on the other hand, you know, we come in at 5-1 on a 4-game winning streak, and you know, we've really been playing well, getting out of the gates early, and you know, we're averaging 63.2 a game and only giving up 47 points a game. So, you know, if they stay true to what their averages are, it's going to be a dandy tonight, Wes.
Well, let's take this moment step away, hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back, and we'll get your keys to the game. But you're listening to the Washington County Holiday Tournament on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
It is the Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year, and for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
This is
All right, welcome back to Salem High School here, as we got about a minute to go before we get our starting lineups, but we'll take this moment to get the keys of the game from Mr. Michael Back.
Yeah, first for Borden, they're going to want to, contain Cade Jones. He had 30 against him the first time we played. They're going to make him earn his points tonight. They're going to try to take away Jacob. They're going to be physical with us. But, the keys is they're going to have to get off to a quick start. They're going to have probably 3 guys in double digits, I believe, to come out a winner. They're going to have to play smart, not give up cheap, easy shots against if they press us or whatever, not allow Jacob to get easy inside touches. For us, on the other hand, we're going to have a quick start. We can't allow them to dictate what we want to do. Defensively, we're going to have to find shooters and keep them from driving gaps, as, they did that very well last night. And we're going to have good bench play tonight. We're going to have the bench come in and give us quality minutes to be ready to go.
Well, as his horn's getting ready to go off here, Mikey knows, by the way, those are very good points there. I think we touched on a bunch of those as we come on the air here, but we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups here, and then we'll start with the visiting Borden Braves. They'll go with the 5'11 senior, number 3, Mason Carter. Also a senior, 6'2", number 11, Sterling Michael. Sophomore guard at 6 foot, number 21, Kason Nash. They'll go with another guard which I thought played really well for Borden last night. He's a senior, 6'1", number 24, Mason Jones. And they're going with a little bit different starting lineup tonight. They're going to go with number 35, a senior, 6'1", Cruz Martin.
He's not starting. We give false information.
Oh, they're going to go with
31, no.
I believe we're going to stay with Ethan Earton. They're going to stay with Ethan Earton. Will start, and Cruz Martin will not. Ethan Earton is a 6-foot senior, number 33. For the Musketeers, which will be the home team tonight, they'll go with the same lineup as they had last night. We'll go with the 6'3 senior, number 23, Cade Jones. 6'1 sophomore, number 25, Caden Temple. In the middle for the Musketeers, 6'10, and a junior, number 30, Jacob Cherry. Another junior, 6-footer, number 33, Yancey Edlin. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Musketeers is a 6'5 senior, number 54, Eli Guthrie. That's the starting lineup for both teams. Mikey, I'm excited about getting this thing going here. It should be a good one, buddy.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm anxious to see how things play out. I know Borden's got revenge on their mind from about a month ago. I'm excited. Kason Nash didn't play very well against us the first time, and he looked last night like he was dialed in and focused, along with Mason Jones. So we're going to have to see what happens tonight, and, we got to come out and set the tone early.
Yeah, I look for Nash to try to get involved here early, you know. And the thing he did last night to kind of get him going, he went off the dribble, off the bounce, wasn't relying on his jump shot. And we'll see, you know, Carter played a little bit better last night. They got some points out of him last night, which is, you know, those bonus points that we talk about from players that they typically don't get a lot from. But Sterling Michael and Jacob Terry in the center of the circle here, ready to tip this thing off as the referee walks to the middle. Ball's up and is controlled by Borden, comes out of there with it. Mason Jones out to Nash. Nash down to Michael. Michael will let three go. No good. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Yancey Edlin. Will stay with the Borden Braves. Jones is triggered in for the Braves. Underneath their own basket. He'll throw it over the top to Nash. Nash will let three go. No good. Rebounded out there by Caden Temple. Now the Musketeers for their first offensive possession. Temple, left side, will go right side to Yancey Edlin. Edlin calling out the play now. Calls for Temple to come back up and get it. He's got it at the top of the key. Temple being guarded by Casey Nash. Now out to Cade Jones. Jones is going to get called for a travel. It's like Groundhog Day. I think that's what happened the first play last night. Turnover Eastern, back to the Borden Braves. We're just started here in the first quarter, 7.5 minutes to go. No score yet as Carter slides it right. Back out top, stolen away by it, but Jones comes up with it, goes right side to Carter. Carter looks inside, nothing, back out top to Mason Jones. Now left side to Casey Nash. Nash, back out top to Carter. Carter goes right side to Jones. Here's Jones for three, no good. Rebounded out of there by Jacob Cherry. Cherry gets it off to Caden Temple. Temple looking to attack. Now back it back out. Out top to Yancey Edlin. Edlin looking inside. Goes inside to Cherry. Up. No good. Rebounded out there by Sterling Michael. Michael gets it off to Carter. Carter penetrates on the right side. Carter cross court to Nash. Nash will gather it up. Coach Nash calling out the play here as Kasem slides it right to Sterling. Sterling Michael. Left side to Mason Carter. Now high, short corner to Ethan Urton. Urton back out top to Jones. Now down low to Carter. Carter was wide open, but the pass wasn't good. Got deflected, and Eastern comes up with it. Turnover Borden. Now Temple. Both teams off to a little bit of a sluggish start here. Temple left wing to Yancey Edlin. Now out top to Jones. Jones inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry goes off the glass and got it. 2-0.
My stats thing ain't working, Wes.
Now out to Sterling. Sterling to Nash. Nash. Now to Mason Jones. Jones. Out top, left side to Mason Carter. Carter back across to Sterling Michael. Now Kasem Nash. Out top to Michael. Michael penetrate. Splits defenders. Ball's tipped away. Now off to Urton. Back out top to Mason Carter. High post to Jones. Jones still 15-footer. No good. Rebounded. Out of bounds. Tipped out by Borden. It's going to go over to the Musketeers. Now Cruz Martin will check in for Kasem Nash. As will Sean Condon will replace Sterling Michael. Now the Musketeers with 5:19 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Musketeers. Yancey on the left side. He'll dribble back out top and give it off to Eli Guthrie. Guthrie now. Spins, hand off to Caden Temple. Temple looks to drive off to Yancey. Yancey lets three go. No good. Rebounded out there by Mason Jones. Jones on the attack now. Off to Condon. Back out to Jones. Now here's Cruz Martin will let three go. Partially blocked by Jacob Cherry. Cruz Martin up with it. Ethan Urton with an offensive rebound, and he puts it in. 2-2 ball game here, or under 5 in the first. Now KT. Left side to Cade Jones. Jones drives baseline, goes up and under. No good, but he'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot two with 4:31 left in the first quarter. Foul will be on Ethan Urton. That'll be team's first, Urton's first. See if we can get Cade going here by seeing one go through. Cade's first free throw is good. Cade will have one more. Second one is up and also good. 42 Musketeers.
You got to do a better job down here on the boards.
I agree.
Give up 3 offensive rebounds last time.
Here's Cruz Martin. Out top to Mason Jones. Right side to Mason Carter. Carter looks inside, nothing there. Back to Jones out top. Jones looking left, right side. He's back at the top, going to work. Here's Mason Carter on the left wing. And now high post to Condon. Condon looking inside. Now he'll take that 12-footer, blocked by Jacob Cherry. Yancey Edlin comes up with it. Now they're looking inside. I believe we're going to get a hold on Sean Condon. That's a definite mismatch down there, Mikey.
Yeah, it really is.
As Kasem Nash set to check back in for the Borden Braves. He'll replace Cruz Martin, and Sterling Michael will return for the Braves. He'll come in for Ethan Erton. Caden Temple set to throw it in, gets it into Cherry. Cherry goes to work, little 8-footer, no good. Rebounded out of there by Mason Jones. Up ahead to Carter. Now back to Nash. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Borden Braves. Nash triggers it in to Jones. Left side to Carter. Now Jones. Nash. Back out to Jones. Jones gets it inside to Condon. Back to Carter. Carter now out top to Mason Jones for a 3. Got it. Five to 4. Borden with a 1-point lead now. We're 3.5 to go here in the first. Temple out to Cade Jones. Jones will let 3 go. No good. Rebounded out there by Kasem Nash. Nash on the run. Left side to Mason Jones. Jones, 12-foot pull-up. Got it. Pass down low to Cade. He throws it out of bounds. Turnover Musketeers. Back to the Borden Braves. Musketeers a little rattled here, Mikey. I got to calm down, play within ourselves.
Yeah, Mason Jones just picked up where he left off last night. We got to find him to do a better job.
Jones, right side to Nash. Nash, back to Jones. Jones will let 3 more go, and he buries it again. 10-4. Borden Braves on top. Now Edlin to Cade. Cade Jones for 3. No good. Rebounded out of there by Sterling Michael. We're going to get a foul on Jacob Cherry. Be Jacob Cherry's first, team's first, as Ethan Erton will check in for Sean Condon. Caleb Jones will check in for Eli Guthrie. Borden now with 2.5 to go here in the first with a 10-4 lead over the Musketeers. High post to Sterling Michael. Michael with a 15-foot jumper. No good. Rebounded out there by Jacob Cherry. Man, they're getting good looks, Mikey. Here's Cade Jones. Blocked away by Sterling Michael. Ball's fought for. And Ethan Erton comes out of there with it. Now Jones. Off to Erton. Erton. Back to Mason Jones. High post. Down low to Ethan Erton. Off to Sterling Michael. Off the glass and got it. Coach Pribble's seen it up. Timeout. It will be a full timeout. So we'll step away, hear word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
From WSLM, I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School here. 1:49 to go in the first quarter. 12-4 lead Borden. Borden's come out and did to us what we hoped wouldn't happen, Mikey, and just kind of punched us in the face right here.
Yeah, they have.
Musketeers looking for a response here. Caden Temple out top. Left side to Caleb Jones. Now Yancey Edlin. Edlin cross court to Caden Temple. Temple back to Edlin. Edlin goes right wing. Looking inside. Now Caden Temple. Temple off to Edlin. Now inside to Jacob Cherry. Off the glass and got it. 12-6. Like the Musketeers went man-to-man here, Mikey. Nash out top.
Has Cherry got all of our points?
Yeah, he could. He may have. Here's Sterling. Sterling with a 15-footer. Blocked by Jacob Cherry, and he comes up with it. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Big possession right here for the Musketeers, Mikey. To end this quarter out here, here's Caden Temple out top. He slides to left. We go inside to Jacob Cherry, and he gets shoved in the back by Sterling Michael. John Condon set to check in for the Borden Braves. He will check in for Sterling. As the Musketeers with 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. 12-6 ball game, down 6 with the ball underneath their own basket. Out to Caleb Jones. Jones now Temple. Temple on the left baseline. Back out top. He'll go to Jones. Caleb. Dribble back out top. Hit Cade on a curl. Curl at top of the key. Now here's Yancey. Yancey looking inside. Ball tipped out of bounds. We're going to get a foul on, I believe, Mason Jones. Borden's fourth team foul. Mason Jones first. Out of bounds again. Caden Temple. Temple looking all the way out the top. Ball, we just stopped and then play in case of Nash come up with it. Off the glass, no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Cruz Martin to check back in after the first free throw for Casey Nash.
They're just playing with a lot more energy than we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nash's first one is no good. Cruz Martin checks in for Mason Jones. Nash will have one more to try to push his out to a 7-point lead. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Nash's second is good. 13-6. Down to 20. 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Temple dribbles it across the timeline. Down to 15. Down to 12. Ball kicked away. Turnover off of Cade Temple's foot. Back to the Borden Braves. As Mason Jones will check back in now and replace Ethan Erton. Nash across the timeline, down to 5. He dribbles down the middle lane. Ball stolen away. Here's Caleb Jones. Shot at the buzzer, not even close. That'll bring us to the end of the first. The score, the Borden Braves on top of the Eastern Musketeers, 13-6. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back to you to get your second quarter action. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School here. Start of the second quarter, Musketeers trailing the Borden Braves 13-6. Mikey, what do you see at first quarter, bud?
Well, what we talked about, they're going to pressure us and get after it. You know, Mason Jones, I think he's got 10 of their 13. So we got to do a better job on him. They pulled us out of the zone. We got to go to Jacob. I mean, get him the ball inside right there.
We'll see if he can do something with it. Looking, cross court to Caden Temple. Temple let three go and got it. Big shot. That's a big shot right there. 13-9. Musketeers, man-to-man. He's an Urton. Out top. Right wing now to Sean Condon. Condon looking inside. Now goes to Jones. Jones being guarded by Caden Temple. Temple back out top to Casey Nash. Nash left side to Cruz Martin. Martin goes back to Casey Nash. Nash drives middle. Backs it back out. He'll go to Cruz. Martin now to Mason Jones. Jones to Ethan Urton out top of the key. Left side to Mason Jones. Jones drives down the middle, pulls up for a 12-footer, knocks it down. 15-9. Inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry goes to work, spins, up, got it. Better be a steady diet of that here.
Oh, yeah, I agree. We got to do a better job down here defensively.
Here's Condon, left side to Cruz Martin. Out top to Ethan Urton. Left side to Jones. Jones wants to go to work. Now here's Nash. Nash back to Jones. Jones for another wide open three, and he knocks it down again. We can't help off of him like we are right now.
No, we got to stay with him.
Because he's feeling it right now. 18-11. Borden on top. Now here's Kit Temple. Temple, right wing, out top to Yancey. Thrown out of bounds. .608 left here in the first half. Borden basketball up 18-11. Now Jones to Carter. To Ethan Urton on the left wing. Back out top to Carter. Carter down the middle. Drives, shot fake, off glass, no good. Rebounded out of there by Condon. Condon flips it out of bounds. We're going to get a foul called on Caden Temple. Eli Guthrie set to check in as long as is Sterling Michael. They'll replace Ethan Urton, and Eli will replace Jacob Cherry.
Got to be a short break over here.
Mason into Nash. Out top to Condon. Condon to Jones. Jones down the middle. He's going to draw a foul on Caleb Jones. To me, Jones is on the floor again.
Oh, yeah. About 17 of them.
Ball's inbound to Casey Nash. We're under 6 here in the first half. Borden looked to build on this lead. Nash to Condon at the top of the key. Man, they're really looking for Mason Jones. He's working hard, too. Now Mason Jones got the basketball at the top of the key, being guarded by Caleb. Here's Sean Condon. Condon looking. Dribbles it down the middle of the lane. Little runner, got it. 20-11. Borden's pretty much getting anything they want right now.
Yeah, they're working us over on the defensive end.
Here's Edlin out top.
You know, Kate Jones has got to look for the basketball. He's got to want it.
Here's Temple for another three, and he rolls it in. 20-14. Timeout, Coach Fribble. Will be a 30-second timeout. 20-14. Under 5 as Cherry's checking back in for the Musketeers. But they're kind of leaving Caden open, and we've been fortunate he's knocked a few down there.
I mean, we just got to do a better job of, you know, understanding they want to get to the paint. You know, besides Jones, they haven't hit an outside shot yet. So, you know, until they start knocking them down, keep them out of the paint, then we got to allow them one shot and out and be done and get down here. With Jacob back in, we got to focus on him. Kate Jones has got to start, you know, wanting the basketball, get to the rim where he can get to the free throw line.
Well, they just brought in Branson White, and I look for him to draw the assignment with Mason Jones.
Well, we're going to find out. It doesn't look that way.
Nope, it sure doesn't.
Because Mason Jones is taking a break, so.
Okay.
That's a plus for us right now.
We need to take advantage of it. Hats off to that young man. He's come to play this weekend. Here's Sean Condon. Condon down the middle of the lane. Shot fake up, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Oh, got called for a travel, Mikey. As Jones will check back in now, and he will replace Sean Condon.
Big possession here. We got to, last 4.5, we got to get this tight, execute a little bit better.
Absolutely. Right wing, Caden Temple out top to Jones. Jones looking to drive, lays it off the glass. He got it. As Cruz Martin will check in for the Borden Braves and replace Casey Nash. As Kate Jones will go to the free throw line to try to complete this three-point play and cut this thing down, Mikey, to 3 points.
Yeah, one possession game. That's what Kate's got to do. He's got to get to the rim. Put a little pressure on them.
Kate's free throw is good. It's 20-17. Braves on top before 23 left here in the first half. Yankees on Mason Jones now. Here's Ethan Urton off to Mason Carter. Carter. Cross court to Sterling Michael. Back to Mason Carter. Carter. Ball kicked away by Caden to stay with the Braves with 4:05 here to go in the first half. Mason Carter triggered in for the Borden Braves. He'll throw it in the backcourt to Mason Jones. Jones will dribble across the timeline. Be picked up by Yancey Edlin. Edlin. Baseline to Carter. Carter looking inside. Nothing there. Goes back out top to Cruz Martin. Martin will let three go. No good. Rebounded out of there by Ethan Urton. Urton now, left baseline's going to attack. Back out to Carter. Carter down the middle. Now back to Sterling Michael. Michael's free. No good. Another rebound by Borden. Down the middle, Mason Carter, shot fake. Ball tipped away by Yancey Edlin. Good effort there by Yancey. They'll stay with the Borden Braves. We got a rebound, Mike.
Yeah, we're giving them way too many offensive rebounds.
Here's Jones into Sterling Michael. Out to Mason Carter. Carter looking for Jones. Ball stolen away by Caden Temple. Musketeers with a chance to tie it right here. We're going to get a foul called. The foul will be on Mason Carter. 16 foul on Borden, as the Musketeers will be in the bonus. The remainder of the first half here. Temple to trigger it in for the Musketeers. He'll throw it out top to Yancey. We're really struggling with that inbounds play. There's Yancey off the glass. He got it!
That's Carter's second, you know.
Coach Nash didn't like that either.
Well, and he can drive, but it was the right call. You know, he wasn't completely set.
If Yancey hadn't switched over to his left hand and was going that way, because he went away from the defender right there, I thought it was a nice play. I mean, Coach Nash still in the air. Otis plotting down here. Here's Yancey's free throw. Good. Tie ball game, Mikey Bat.
Good response by the Musketeers here.
Scores wrong on the board. They got it right now, 20-20 with 3:15 to go in the first half. Ethan Urton out top. We got ourselves a ball game now, Mikey. Cruz Martin on the left wing, out top now. He'll tack middle. Try to lay it off the glass and does. 22-20.
Branson White's got to do a better job there. He can't rely on Cherry to come out and edge on that.
Ball's off to Edlin on the left wing. Inside to Jacob. Jacob back to Edlin. Edlin will let three go. No good. Rebounded by Sterling Michael.
Probably not the shot we needed right there.
Got a walk there on Mason Jones. No call. Now left side to Cruz Martin for three. Got it. 25-20. Borden with an answer here. 2.5 left in the first half. Here's Branson White. White inside to Kate Jones, off the glass and got it. Good play right there. Got some good movement out of Kate there. Need a stop down here. Cruz Martin. Now to Sterling. Sterling Michael to Ethan Urton. Urton, left wing to Sterling Michael. Michael drives middle. Down the middle of the lane. Pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebounded out there by Kate Jones. He'll get it off to Caden Temple. We're under 2. Casey Nash set to check back in at the next dead ball. Temple. Branson White. White drives baseline. Backs it back out. Gives it off to Yancey. Yancey to Branson. Branson looks inside. We're going to have a foul called on Borden, I believe. And it will be on Ethan Urton. And will send, I believe, Jacob Cherry to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Cade's saying he's a shooter, so we're going to see if they do it.
So Cade will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. You know, Borden has went away from Mason Jones here.
Yeah, they have. They really have. And we've started to attack now. We got ourselves in the bonus. You know, the switch when we went man-to-man, we're face guarding Jones. That's helped out a lot down here, too.
Cade's first one is good. It cuts the lead to 2. Second one is also good by Cade Jones. 25-24. Borden on top by 1 with the basketball. Mason Carter out top. He'll get it off to Sean Condon. Condon back to Carter. Carter shot fake into the lane. Off to Condon. Off the glass. No good, but there's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, called on Branson White. Thought that very easily could have been called a charge, Mikey.
Yeah, I thought so, but I think the reason they didn't was you didn't give him an opportunity to come down.
Well, and I can tell you the second reason is Coach Nash has been down here working on these boys. First one by Condon is no good. Condon will have one more. Second one is up and also no good. So Musketeers with a chance to take a lead here. Down 1. Now Jones. Back out to Temple. Temple let 3 more go. No good. Rebounded out there by Mason Jones.
He didn't have the ball all the way in his fingers.
Ball stolen away. Up ahead to Cade. Stolen back by Mason Jones. That's a foul on KT right there. I know it's at least the second one. Borden's still not in the bonus here. They will be from here on out. As the ball comes in to Mason Jones. Jones will let a long 3 go. Rebounded by Jones. Gets his own rebound off to Carter. Carter off to Cruz Martin. He lays it up and in. Terrible defensive possession right there by the Musketeers.
Well, they wasn't set and ready to go, and it cost them right there.
Yep. 45 seconds. 3-point lead by Borden. Here's Branson. Yancey on the right wing. They can't be holding them.
No, they're getting away. You know, Coach Nash is griping, but they are just absolutely holding, grabbing jerseys. You know, look at...
Turnover. Yancey throws it out of bounds. We just have not been very good, Mikey, this first half.
No, and we're fortunate to only be down 3 points right now. This is a big stop right here.
Yep.
They score here, a lot of momentum goes to them going into the half.
So 20 seconds. Borden's up 3 with the basketball. Carter will bring it across the timeline, being guarded by Branson White. White now gets taken off the dribble. Carter, the block away. Now the Musketeers down to 5. Yancey Edlin to the lane, up off the glass and got it. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. With a response, a layup by Edlin at the horn. Musketeers go in the locker room down 1, 27-26 to the Borden Braves. We'll step away, hear a word from our sponsors, let Mikey get his stats together, and we'll be back at you to get you those and the thoughts as you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. It's our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, it's holiday time, and man, oh man, you know, it's wrapping up that literally that first semester. You're wrapping up things. You're getting ready to go out. We have multi-day events, multi-team events in swimming and wrestling and basketball. And it is a great time to be a sports fan in our state.
It is, you know, and as you say, we walk into the holiday season here. And, you know, Bob, it changes our coaches have a little bit different opportunity as we walk into the holiday season. And you know, the classroom part of school shuts down for a little bit. Semesters change, but the practice continues on, and coaches can get a little more intense in practice, maybe a little longer, introduce some new concepts to their teams. So this is a time where they really look to get better and get ready for that stretch run in all of our winter sports as we march into spring. But, yeah, it's just a time for coaches to really get honed in on what this season is going to look like second half.
Not long ago, you met with some of your colleagues from the Midwest, some of your fellow commissioners from the state associations in the Midwest, and you know, your normal yearly meeting to talk about concerns and issues and threats and strategies. How did that meeting go? And were there some big events, or big things that are on the agenda of similar institutions around the state?
Well, Bob, I think there's a lot in similarities between us and our other Midwest partners. And a lot of it centers around this whole concept of an education-first setting. You know, we really do focus on promoting the first degree in life and getting that high school diploma, and then you get to be a basketball player or a swimmer or a wrestler along the way. And, you know, everything's changing around us, you know. Even youth sports are not education-based, and you know, and I think what we do is so important, not only because it develops young men and women, but it also promotes the education. And these kids have to be educated, so when they come back to these communities, you know, they're giving back the same way that coaches and people in those communities are giving back today. And then keeping that in the forefront is something that everybody is really focused on. And you know, we talked a lot about the name, likeness, and image, and how that is, what that looks like nationally at the collegiate level, and then what's the high school conversation around that. And, you know, we're still everybody's trying to feel their way through that. Talked a lot about, you know, there's no question that the transfer portal is an athletic first process now, but there's some influence of that starting to creep into the high school venue. And you know, I've got some pretty strong opinions on. I don't think that promotes what's best for high school athletics across the state, and other Midwest commissioners in my role feel the same way.
I look at it from an accountability standpoint. When you're at a high school or college, there's accountability, and there's accountability all the way up and down the ladder. You're accountable to someone. There's oversight. at every part of this. Whereas in youth sports, it depends on who you talk to or where you are, there's virtually no accountability, or there doesn't have to be.
That's exactly right. And, you know, it's an athletic first system. And while that's important for development along the way, I just don't think it's best for every kid. And as we've often said, Bob, our decision has to be focused on the last kid who's makes the roster of a team. They can't be focused on just the best kids on those teams.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Merry Christmas to you and your wife and to the staff and all of our member institutions, Paul. Thank you so much. Have a safe holiday.
And the same to you and your family and the radio family across the network. We appreciate everything everybody does to promote high school athletics across this great state.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community. You're listening to the Eastern Lady Musketeers Sports Network on WSLM 1220 AM with Mikey Batt and Wes Drury. You'll hear all the live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready for the tip-off here on WSLM.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
It's the Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year. And for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Come join the fun on Friday, September 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. The Washington County Chamber of Commerce is hosting their Friday Night on the Square Festival packed full of fun activities, unique shopping, and amazing food. This year, we are expanding our footprint thanks to our Kids Zone sponsor, Success Mortgage Partners, and our gold sponsors, Central Credit Union, National Youth Advocate Program, WSLM Radio, and SMX Staff Management. For more information, follow us on Facebook or call Eric at 812-883-4303.
All right, welcome back to Salem High School. Here we're at halftime of this championship basketball game of the Washington County Holiday Tournament. Halftime score, the Borden Braves lead the Eastern Musketeers 27-26. Mikey, get some thoughts from you for this first half.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it right here, and I'm going off the stats they give us, as my machine wasn't up and running until about halfway through the first. But they got more than one offensive rebound.
Yeah.
You know, we got to do a better job blocking out, allowing them 1 and out. I think since about early in the second quarter, us switching to just taking Jones out of it, we've been a lot better. But down on the offensive end, we've got to go through Jacob. You know, when they double teams, he's found the open man. We got to be ready to shoot. Cade's got to continue to drive. He can't settle. He's got to get to the free throw line. You know, they got a little bit of foul trouble late in the half. You know, we got to continue to attack them. You know, for them, they're going to have to go through Jones. Jones is their offense right now, and you know, I don't know that Nash has even scored. He hasn't scored.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think so. And to Jones's defense a little bit, you know, he's still working down here, but they've not really went to him. They kind of went away from him there over the last half of that second quarter. So I look for him to come out here with the same intensity they had in the beginning of the game here and try to put the clamps on us here. But I look for Coach Pribble to come out here and the Musketeers have a good response here to start this second quarter and see if we can't get something going here.
Looks like he's going to go with Caleb Jones instead of Eli here to start the second half. And I think that's just a matchup issue right there, you know.
It will be Borden basketball to start this third quarter. Musketeers, like Mikey said, we will go with Caden Temple, Cade Jones, Jacob Cherry, Yancey Edlin, and Caleb Jones. For the Borden Braves, they will go with Mason Jones, Mason Carter, Sterling Michael, Sean Condon, and Kasem Nash. Carter throws it in the backcourt to Mason Jones, and here we go. Nash, right wing now to Sterling Michael. Back out top to Condon, now swings it left there to Mason Carter. Carter out top to Nash. Nash will let three go. No good. Another offensive rebound from Borden. Michael, left side to Carter. Carter back to Sterling Michael. Michael to Nash on the right wing. Kasem out top to Sterling. Sterling driving from the left side. Shot fake. Throws it back out to Mason Jones. Jones will set it back up again. Nash, right side to Carter. Back to Condon. Left side to Sterling Michael. Michael drives the lane. Now Carter. Carter back to Michael out top to key. Left side to Kasem Nash.
So they're going to get Yancey on a foul down there.
Foul will be on Yancey Edlin as his second foul, team first here in the second half. Jones gets it into Kasem Nash. Now out to Mason Carter. Carter left side to Sterling Michael. Michael back out top, ball stolen away by Jacob Terry. Off to Cade Jones. Jones in from the left side. Up, blocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Musketeers. Cade Temple triggered in for the Musketeers underneath their own basket. Mason Carter's got an arm lock on Cade Jones here. Yancey looking inside. Now he'll throw it into Jacob Cherry. Cherry back to Yancey. Yancey spin move, shot fake, up and under. Gets his own rebound. Misses again. And now here's Mason Jones. Jones out to Carter. Now Nash for three. Got it. 30-26. 6.5 to go here in the third. Caleb Jones now will go inside to Jacob Cherry. Back outside to Jones. Jones will let three go. He knocks it down.
Bonus point.
Absolutely. 30-29. Borden now. Mason Carter out top. Now off to Nash. Nash being guarded by Caden Temple. Left side to Sterling Michael. Michael back out top to Kasem. Kasem Nash penetrates right side. Spins. Another shove off there. No call. Here's Carter. Carter. High post to Sean Condon. Condon to Mason Carter. Carter down the middle of the lane. Here's Nash. Off to Condon. Now Nash. Nash will let about a 28-footer go. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Cherry. He'll get it off to Caden Temple. Temple on the attack now. Front behind. Almost stolen away. Down low to Jacob Cherry. Blocked away by Sterling Michael. Ball tipped away by Yancey. Out of bounds. It'll go back to the Borden Braves. Borden basketball. Condon throws it in the backcourt to Mason Jones. Jones being guarded by Caleb Jones. And he'll walk it across the timeline. We're down to 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Jones gets it off to Carter. Carter looks inside to Sterling Michael. Michael curves around. Shot fake. Goes up against Jacob Cherry. Gets his own rebound. Lays it off the glass and got it. (32-29). Borden Braves up on the Musketeers. Yancey Evelyn right wing. Here's Kate Jones. Jones drives baseline. Goes up off the glass. Going to get called for a charging foul. Foul will be on Kate Jones. Nash. High post to Sterling Michael. Michael now. 3-point lead by the Braves. Left side to Mason Carter. Carter to Condon. Condon thought about a three. Better of it. Now to Nash. Left wing to now Sterling Michael. Michael back to Nash. Nash slides it right. Back to the middle. Spin move on Caden Temple. Going to get a foul call on KT as the shot is no
Pretty good defense. I don't know what he wanted for out of that. I mean, he's going to call that, but let them get away with what they've done. I mean, that's
Nash at the line to shoot two here. The first one is up and good. Nash's second free throw. Try to push this out to a 5-point lead. It's good. 34 now, 29. 4:15 to go here in the third. Now we're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Sterling Michael. Finally shoving on Jacob Cherry. Here's the Musketeers triggering in as Caden Temple underneath their own basket. Nobody's moving. Here's Jones. Jones for three. No good. Nobody rebounded. Carter to Michael from the corner. Three. Got it.
Musketeers has got to have a response there.
Here's Yancey. Under 4 minutes. Yancey throws it inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry, ball flipped away. Stolen by Mason Jones. Jones. Off to Nash. Nash to Condon. Here's Michael. Gets it off to Nash. 3:20 left in the third quarter. Borden with an 8-point lead here and the basketball. Jones, right side to Mason Carter. Left wing to Casey Nash. We're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Caleb Jones as Branson White said to check in.
No, Cherry gave a nice shot as Jones come through the lane.
Branson will check in for Yancey. Ball comes into Jones, now to Condon, now back to Nash on the baseline. Nash will dribble it out top. Off to Mason Carter. Carter. High post to Condon. Condon looking. Spins. Out to Nash. Nash attacks middle. Back to Carter. Now here's Michael for a three. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Cherry. Off to Caden Temple. Temple to Branson White. We're going to get another charging call on Branson White.
That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad.
I mean, when you got to think about it for 10 minutes and then call it. It'll be be a 30-second timeout by the Musketeers.
You know, right here we got to have a little bit of response. We can't let that dictate how we're going to play. Defensively, we got to get better. You know, we're letting them do what they want.
Yep.
You know, we've let the officials kind of get in our head. We got to get back to playing our type of basketball. You know, it's got to go through Jacob. You know, it's an 8-point ball game. It's still we was down this much early in the first half. We just got to start chipping away at it.
You know, and to Jacob, you know, he got the ball in the high post right there. He's got to know that the help's coming. They're going to double, triple team you. You got to be strong with the basketball, make a move. You can't sit there and hold it.
Yeah.
So 2:38 left here in the third quarter. Borden Braves basketball. On the floor for the Musketeers is Cherry, Caleb Jones, Cade Jones, Branson White, and Caden Temple. Michael walks across the timeline. Out top to Casey Nash. Looks down low to Mason Jones. Jones is going to try to go to work on Caleb. Spin move. Little runner jumper. Got it.
Good defense, better offense right there.
Yep. Branson to Cade. Down low to Jacob. Jacob off glass and got it. 39-31. We're 2 minutes. Burton set to check back into the next dead ball. Out top to Mason Carter. Carter left side to Sterling Michael. Sterling out top to Mason Carter. Carter now to Nash. Nash, Sterling. Back to Casey Nash. Right side to Mason Carter. Out top to Sean Condon. Left side to Mason Jones. Jones pulls up for another three. No good. Rebounded by Cade Jones. Temple across the timeline. Backs down the middle. Goes to work. Up. It's going to be fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul will be on Casey Nash.
You know, I really can't believe how Borden was complaining on that. I mean, they bugged him.
And back to what you thought. I mean, it's been physical all the way around. I mean,
and it was physical both games last night. The game this earlier. I mean,
Yancey checks back in as long as Will as Eli, and Jacob Cherry, and Caleb Jones will sit down. Cruz Martin checks in for the Borden Braves, and Ethan Earth. Here's Temple's second free throw. It's also good. 6-point lead by the Braves with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. 39-33. Here's Carter. Carter. That's a big-time double dribble. I can't believe they didn't see that. Now we're going to get an offensive foul on Carter.
5-second count.
Oh, 5 seconds. Here's Mason Jones checking back in for Carter. You think this is a pretty important minute and 18 seconds for us, Mikey?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it really is. I mean,
Temple now. Left side to Branson White. Now to Cade. Cade Jones looking to attack. Drives the middle. Lays it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Mason Jones.
That's what we wanted right there.
Off to Nash. Nash shot fake will get called for travel. Down to a minute here in the third quarter. Branson White looks inside to Eli. Eli, go to work. Goes up.
How is that not a foul?
Rebounded out of there by Borden with 45 seconds to go. Coach Nash saying he wants a layup here. 35 seconds. Sterling Michael. Ethan Earton. Earton takes Eli off the dribble, lays it off the glass, and got it. (41-33). Temple now down to 10. Goes to Cade Jones. Jones drives in from the baseline, lays it off the glass, and got it. With 4 seconds left, ball comes in to Nash. Nash, 1 second, lets it go. No good. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The score, Borden Braves on top of the Eastern Musketeers, 41-35. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors, be back with fourth quarter action here from Salem. You're listening to the Washington County Holiday Tournament on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School. Here, start of fourth quarter action. Borden on top of the Eastern Musketeers, 41-35. It will be Eastern basketball to start this fourth quarter. On the floor for the Musketeers, Branson White, Caden Temple, Yancey Edlin, Cade Jones, and Jacob Cherry. Ball comes into Temple. He'll walk across the timeline. He'll spin back down the middle, go in, lay it off the glass, and got it. 41-37. Martin, back out top to Mason Jones. Jones, now to Cruz. Cruz Martin, back to Jones. Jones, left side to Sterling Michael. Ball thrown away, turnover Borden. Will go back to the Musketeers. Branson triggered in for the Musketeers. Caden Temple. High post to Jacob Cherry. Off to Jones. Jones drives it down the middle of the lane. Up and got it. That's another foul there. No call on that.
I agree.
41-39. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Sterling. Off to Cruz Martin. Off to Ethan. Cruz Martin. On the right side, dumps it down to Ethan Urton. Back to Cruz Martin. Cruz to Nash. Nash down low to Mason Jones. Jones spins. In trouble. Back to Cruz Martin for a three. No good. Rebounded by Cade Temple. And the Musketeers with a chance to tie this thing or take the lead. Right side to Yancey. Back out top to Cade Temple. Temple gives it off to Cade Jones. Jones now going to work from the left wing. Goes inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry dumps it down to Branson White off the glass and got it. Timeout, Doc Nash. Tie ball game with 6:29 to go in the contest.
Full timeout. Full timeout.
We'll keep it here, Mikey.
I tell you what, they come out and responded in this quarter right now.
They did. They did.
You know, Branson White has came in and give us huge minutes off the bench. I mean, you know, and KT getting to the rim. We got to continue to get to the rim. Don't settle for this jumper. That's what they want us to do. They want us to settle. We got to continue to attack and get to the rim.
And the way they're overplaying, would you agree that we got that opportunity to get to the rim on some back cuts or, you know?
Oh, yeah. And especially with, you know, our shooters with Cade. You know, you've seen it early. He gives a little shot fake, and they're flying. I mean, so we got to do a better job. When we drive, though, we got to see them setting up to take the charge. We got to come to a jump stop, power up, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, down here, we got to continue with the intensity we got on the defensive end.
Well, we got them jacked up down there, Mikey, coming out of this timeout. We'll see how they respond here. Tie ball game with 6.5 minutes to go in this championship ball game from Salem. And it's been two dandies.
Yeah.
Two dandies.
This is what you want for a championship game. I mean, it's a game of runs right now.
Here's Ethan Urton out top for the Braves. They step in. Now Michael got it at the top. He being guarded by Cade Jones. Jones off to Casey Nash. Now to Mason Carter. Carter to Ethan Urton. I think you got to give him a little bit if you're Jacob, you know, there. Now here's Sterling Michael. He'll penetrate. Back to Carter. Now here's Nash on the left wing. Nash back out top to Carter. Carter to Nash. Nash backs it back out here. Goes to Mason Carter. Under 6. Carter. Off to Nash. Now Mason Jones top the key. He'll go to work. Ball splits away, picked up by Branson White. He's on a breakaway. Goes up, lays it off the glass. No good, but he's fouled by Carter and will go to the line to shoot 2. I was looking tomahawk right there, Mikey.
I tell you what, he's done a great job here. You know, they held the ball for over a minute right there, and they come up with the steal, so that's a great job.
Well, Branson will be at the line to shoot 2 here, try to give the Musketeers a lead, and we've had very few leads tonight. Branson's first free throw's up and good. White will have one more coming to him. Try to give the Musketeers a 2-point lead. Second one is up and also good. 43-41. Musketeers on top with just under 5.5 minutes to go in the contest. Mason Jones now, right side to Mason Carter. Carter looking for Michael. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Borden Braves.
You know, they went away from Jones. You know, we went to face starting, and they just quit getting the basketball.
I think he's taken one shot, and he hit it.
Yeah, it was a tough shot.
Yeah, it was a tough shot. Now here's Jones.
But you can tell he's fatigued.
Out to Nash. Nash out top, left side to Sterling Michael. In the lane, lays it off the glass and got it. Good move by Sterling Michael there. He saw Terry coming and kind of used the rim to protect it there and reverse layup. Tie ball game again, under 5. Kate Temple. Jones. Kate Jones now looking inside, cross court to Yancey. Yancey drives, shot fake, off glass, got it. That's good under control basketball right there.
Good move by him, understanding what he needed to do.
Here's Sterling Michael for a 3. He got it. It gives Borden a 1-point lead again. We're down to 4.5 minutes. Branson White on the left wing. Cross court to Yancey. Ball's intercepted. We're going to have a foul on Mason Jones. I'll tell you what,
I had a similar play the other night, and we got the bad end of the deal.
That's fortunate for us, but unfortunate for Borden. That's not a good call. I would agree with what Coach Nash is saying right there. That's, 1-point game. Borden on top, 46-45. Caden Temple now out top with it. Looking to drive down the middle of the lane. Changes direction, goes off the glass, he got it! Tell you what, that kid's come to play tonight, Mikey.
Yes, he has.
That kid has flat out come to play tonight. Temple will have one here to try to complete the 3-point play, and he hits it. I tell you what, his free throw shooting can come into it a little bit here.
Don't jinx us.
48-46. Musketeers on top again with 4 minutes to play in the contest. Here's Nash out top to Sterling Michael. Michael to Urton. Urton back to Sterling. Sterling Michael looks middle, looks to attack, spins, back out to Mason Carter. Carter off to Nash. Mason Carter at the top of the key. Gives it off to Ethan Urton. Urton back to Carter. Carter on the left wing now. Back to Sterling Michael. He'll let a long 3 go, and he buries it. Borden now with a 1-point lead. 49-48. 3.5. Here's Temple off the dribble. Lays it off the glass. No good. Jacob Cherry with a rebound. Up. No good, but he got fouled.
I thought KT got fouled as well.
They can't stay in front of him right now, Mikey. Foul on Jones. That'll be his 3rd. Team 6. That puts us back in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Here's Terry steps to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and rims out. Jacob with one more here to try to tie this thing back up. Second one is up and good. 49-49, 3:20 left in the contest. Timeout. Doc Nash, be a full timeout. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School here. 3:15 to go in this championship ball game. And a game it has been, Mikey Bat, 49-49. And this one's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, I think.
Yeah, it was just like the game before. Last possession won the ball game. And I just said to you off the air, is he going to pull it out? And it would surprise me if he takes the final, tries to. We'll see what he sets up here. We still got a foul to give. We can be a little aggressive.
Borden basketball. Mason Jones will get it into Carter. Carter now off to Kasem Nash. Nash looking inside to Mason Jones. Nothing there. Back out to Carter. Right side to Sterling Michael. At 3 minutes, Michael loses the handle. Turnover Borden. Back to the Musketeers. You think this is an important possession, Mikey?
Yeah, I know it is.
Musketeer basketball with a tie ball game with exactly 3 minutes to go in the contest.
And I know where it's going on this possession as well.
Page to Temple. Temple. Back to Yancey. Yancey down the middle of the lane. Lays it off the glass. And going to get a foul called. That's his fourth. That's Mason Jones' fourth foul. Will send Yancey Edlin to the line to shoot two. Yancey at the line. Try to give this lead back to the Musketeers. Yancey's first free throw is good. Yancey Edlin, one more coming to him here, trying to push this out to a 2-point lead, and he buries it. 51-49. 2:45 to go in the contest. Here's Jones. Hand off to Michael. Has got the hot hand here lately. You got to think they got to be looking for him. Here's Carter. Hand off back to Mason Jones. Back to Kasem Nash. Left side to Sterling Michael. Back to Ethan Erton. Down to 2.5. Nash. Back to Sterling Michael. Now Nash out top of the key. Nash hand off to Mason Jones. Jones will pull it back out here and set it up again with 2:15 to go in the contest. 51-49, Musketeers on top. Baseline to Mason Carter. Carter being guarded by Branson White. Carter picked this dribble up, goes off to Ethan Erton, will be on the right baseline here. We'll back it back out and bring it out top. 2 minutes. Erton. I believe you got back off him a little bit.
Yeah, Terry's got to get back.
He burned us on that earlier. 1:45. Nash with it out top. Timeout, Doc Nash. There'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, Mikey, but how soon do you go if you're Doc? Are you going to hold it now?
Oh, I don't think you can because you're down right now. If he's taking in Cruz Martin's checking in, I'm assuming that's for Erton to make them come out and guard us. So, but we got to do a better job. I mean, do we go offense, defense? Do we bring Kate Jones in for Cherry where we can come out and guard, and then we, go offense, defense? I mean, it's a crapshoot either way you go. I mean, it's a situation.
You meant Caleb Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but if we get a stop, or even if they score, I think you got to attack Mason Jones. He's got 4 fouls down here.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's some chance this thing does go to overtime or something, we don't want him in the game if we can get him out of it. But The Borden basketball here with 1:42 left in the contest, 51-49, Musketeers on top. Michael to trigger it in for the Musketeers. He'll get it into Mason Carter. Carter slides it right to Jason Nash. Off to Michael. Michael goes off the glass and buries it.
Now the question is, do we play for one?
51-51. Coach Nash, we want the crowd to get into it here. We're down to under a minute and a half. As Yancey out top. Here's Kate Jones. Jones to KT. Timeout, Coach Fribble. Be another 30-second timeout. Do we take a chance now, Mikey, of holding on to it for the last one? Or is it free throws and layups from here on out?
Well, I mean, can we hold it on for the final shot?
Oh, yeah.
They're going to come out and pressure, so I don't know. The problem is where he called the timeout, we're in a bad spot to inbound the basketball. That's the first step, is getting it inbound. I think if you can get something going to the rim now, you do. The bad thing is if you don't score, they're taking the final shot.
Oh, yeah.
So if think you feel comfortable holding it, I say you take the final shot.
Hold it, play for overtime.
You're either winning or you're going OT.
Well, the Musketeers back on the floor here with Yancey Edlin, Jacob Cherry, Branson White, Kate Jones, and Caden Temple. For the Borden Braves, as they break the huddle here, it will be Mason Jones, Jason Nash, Sterling Michael, Mason Carter, and Ethan Earth. Yancey Edlin to trigger it in for the Musketeers. They throw it in to Jacob Cherry. Cherry gets it back out top to Caden Temple. Temple goes left side to Kate Jones. Jones out top to Branson White. We're down to a minute. Branson to Caden Temple. Temple off to Kate Jones. Jones now to Jacob Cherry out top. About 30 feet from the basket. He'll go off to Kate Jones. We're down to 52 seconds left in the contest. Clears it off to Kate Temple. Temple off to Branson. Branson in trouble. Ball tipped away. Off to Jacob. Jacob Cherry. Now to Kate Temple. Temple back out to Yancey. Down to 35 seconds. Yancey off to Kate Temple. Under 30. Temple now. Off to Yancey Edlin. Coach Fribble calling for a timeout, and I don't blame him. 21.8 seconds to go will be Eastern basketball. As this will be a full timeout, so we'll step away one more time to hear a word from our sponsor. Be back at you. Give you the final 21 seconds. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School here. We're down to 21.8 seconds left in this championship basketball game. Tie ball game, 51 all, Eastern basketball with 21.8. Yancey Edlin sent to trigger it in for the Musketeers. Going in the backcourt to Caden Temple. Temple now being guarded by Cruz Martin. Temple, get it across the timeline. We're down to under 15. Temple, down to 10. Left side to Yancey. Yancey out top. Down low to Jacob Cherry. He'll go up with it. No good. Ball tipped away. Shot at the buzzer. It's no good. And we're going to overtime. Free basketball, Mikey.
You got what you wanted.
Yep.
I mean, you can't ask for anything else. I mean, you could have said there was a foul there.
They're not going to blow the whistle right there. So 4-minute overtime here. 51 all. The Musketeers have battled back in this game, Mikey, and you know, played through a very, very physical ball game on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you know, start of the fourth quarter, you thought we were dead in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I like what we ran there. I thought Jacob kind of rushed it there a little bit, but they were collapsing hard on him. You know, I think he thought there was less time than there was, so he kind of hurried. But, you know, you did what you wanted. You did give them an opportunity to win a basketball game.
And what we hold it there for, Mikey, a minute and 17 seconds?
Yeah, about a minute 17, minute 20, something like that. It was a little sketchy, but we held it.
Yeah, there were times where I'm like, oh, get it out of there. So here we go. We're overtime. 4 minutes on the clock here. As the Musketeers will stay with Cherry, Cade Jones, Branson White, Caden Temple, and Yancey Edlin. For the Borden Braves, they're going with Cruz Martin, Sterling Michael, Mason Jones, Ethan Urton, and Kason Nash. Ethan Urton and Jacob Cherry here to get this overtime period started. The ball is up, and I believe we're going to have a re-jump here. Jacob saying, throw it up. We'll try this again. Hits up. Jacob Cherry controls it off to Cade Jones. Jones, left side to Caden Temple. Temple, now dribble it back out top, give it off to Yancey Ellen, right side to Branson White. Now the corner to Jacob. Cade Jones gives it into Jacob Cherry. He'll lay it off the glass for two.
I'd have liked to see that a while ago.
53-51, Musketeers on top. Here in the overtime, 3.5 to go. There's Sterling Michael on the left wing. Back out top to Kason Nash. Nash. Back to Sterling Michael. Michael let three go, and no good. Rebounded by Yancey Edlin. I think that's the first shot he's missed this whole second half, Mikey. Here's Caden Temple. Now to Branson. Branson thought about a three, thought better of it. Off to Yancey. Now left side to Cade Jones. Jones drives baseline. Goes off the glass. No good. Off to Mason Jones. Now Ethan Ert comes up with it. We're right at 3 minutes left in overtime. I don't know that we needed that right there.
No, we didn't. You know, you got to go to Cherry in these last 3 minutes. I mean, it's...
Here's Nash. Nash out top. Under three in overtime. Off to Cruz Martin. Cruz back to Kason Nash. Nash gets the screen. Goes right side. Now off to Sterling Michael. Back to Nash. Nash thought about a long three, and he thought better of it. Now he's going to get a screen by Jones. Nash now on the left side. Back out. We're at under 2.5. Here's Nash. We'll pull up for a long three. No good. Rebounded out of there by Sterling Michael. We had two white jerseys and one. Then we're going to get a foul called now on Yancey Edlin. That'll be Eastern's 16th foul now.
You know, they just didn't have much going, Borden didn't, on that offensive possession. You know, Kasem just dribbling around.
Now Nash gets it again. Left side to Sterling Michael. Out top to Ethan Ert. Right side to Cruz Martin. Cruz holds on to it, looking. Ball stolen away. Picked back up by Cruz Martin. We're going to get a bumping foul on Branson White. I don't necessarily agree with that. He was falling down.
Yeah.
That'll send Cruz Martin to the line for 1-1. Try to tie this thing back up. Mason Carter set to check in for the Borden Braves. Well, maybe not. 1:58 left in overtime. Cruz's first free throw is up and good. Have one more coming to him, try to tie this thing back up. Martin eyes the second one. It's up and also good. As Mason Carter will check in now for Cruz Martin. Timeout, 30-second timeout here. We'll keep it here with 1:58 to go in overtime. Tie ball game 53-all between the Eastern Musketeers and the Borden Braves.
Well, do we hold it for one right here?
I thought we were stretching them, Mikey, with 1:17 to go. We're just right at 2 minutes. I would like to say, yeah. Like you said, layups and free throws. If you get a layup, I think you got to take it.
And I don't know why they changed the scoreboard back to 7 fouls for them. They were at 8 or something a while ago, so I don't know if they had a mistake or what. But, I think it's either layups, free throws from here on out. For us, that's what it's got to be. So
it'll be Eastern basketball here coming out of the timeout with 1:58 to go.
Gonna press this here.
How was John Harrell's prediction on this one?
Be pretty good if we score next 5.
Or 6. Jones. Jones with it. We're going to get a 10 count. If we don't get it up the floor, we finally do get it across half court. Yancey will get it off to Cade Jones now. We're in 1:43 left. Caden Temple with it out top. He can't hold Cade like that. Now Jones off to Branson. Branson traveled, plays it off the glass and got it. I'll take it.
I'll take it. The way they mugged us, I'll take it.
55-53, 1:21 left. Here's Nash. Left side to Carter. Carter dribbles it back out top. Now gets it off to Casey Nash. Nash will give it off to Mason Jones now with 1 minute to go in overtime. Musketeers holding on to a 2-point lead, 55-53. Here's Mason Jones. Jones going to attack the basket. Nothing there. Goes back to Ethan Hurt. Now top to Mason Carter. Carter holding on to it now. Back to Carter. Now here's Nash. Nash shot fake. Pulls up for a 15-footer off the glass and got it. 40 seconds left. Tie ball game. Classic, Mikey. 30 seconds. KT. Dribbling it out top. We're down to 25. Pax off to Jacob Cherry. Out top to Yancey Edlin. We're down to 20. Now Caden Temple. Temple. We're at 10. He's dribbling it out top. Off to Yancey Edlin on the left wing. Out top to down low to Jacob Cherry. On the glass. We got it. Time out. Ran the same play we ran last time, Mikey, and we finally got it, buddy.
Now 5 seconds to go here.
Yep. I believe they're going to put some time back on the clock here. Jacob Cherry scores with 5 seconds to go in the contest. 57-55.
Barn burner, man. Barn burner. This will be on ESPN later.
What a classic. What a tournament.
You hate for either team to
win.
You
do. You do. And
they both poured their hearts into
They have.
tonight.
They have. And,
it's a heavyweight fight. They both thrown punch after punch and just kept getting back up from it.
Yeah, I totally 100% agree with you. Both these teams deserve to win this ball game, Mikey.
Now, here's the thing. Do you put Cherry on the ball and allow them to not have him down here to protect the rim or not?
Me personally, I think I put him on the ball because I really feel like they're going for the win right here. They're going to try to find Nash, I believe, on a curl here, and they're going to go for the win. I really believe that.
almost think if you put him on the ball, you got to put Branson on the ball. He's long and lengthy.
Well, looks like they're going to put Branson up.
We're going to go to a 2-2-1 press.
Here we go. Mason Carter to trigger it in. 5 seconds left. Musketeers up 1. Carter looking, gets it inside to Jones.
Travel.
Jones back to Sterling
again.
Michael. Sterling. We're going to get a timeout by Doc Nash with 1 second left on the clock.
2 travels right there that was not called. 1 second. Now I think you do put Cherry on the ball.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Well, we got away with one here about a minute ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they got away with 2.
Okay.
That don't make it right. Now I think you definitely put Cherry on the ball because it's a catch and shoot now.
Man, I can't believe this game, Mikey. I mean, it's just been a great tournament. You know, it started with last night, and then tonight that first game with West Washington and Salem come down to a last second shot. You got the same situation here, and we'll see what happens. And Borden will have the basketball right at half court, and basically going to have to throw something. I think they got to throw something at the rim here, Mikey. Or do you have time to catch and shoot it?
You almost got time to put a dribble in. But it depends. Are they going for the win?
I think they're still going for the win, Mikey. I do. Because I think you got so much hype down
They're going to bring somebody to the ball, catch and shoot. You know, and it's going to be a Cruz Martin.
Here we go. Mason Carter triggered in. 1 second left. Musketeers on top by 2. 57-52. Carter looking. Here's a shot from Nash at the buzzer. No good. The Musketeers win it. 57-55 in a classic.
I mean, that's all you can say.
In a classic.
I mean, and I think we're fortunate we didn't get away with the foul right there on the shot.
Yeah. Well, we'll step away, Mikey. Kind of gather our thoughts, let you get stats together here. But the Musketeers come away with the overtime victory in this championship game with the Washington County Holiday Tournament, 57-55. We'll be back with you to give you post-game comments and stats. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Tis the Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year, and for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GMC, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to Salem High School here for the conclusion of this Washington County Holiday Basketball Tournament as the Eastern Musketeers come away with the championship tonight, 57-55. Mikey, hard fought 2 nights for these boys, and, I know Coach Bibble couldn't be more proud of the way they responded there in the second half, and they never quit. They never give up. And hats off to Borden over here, too. And they played their guts out, and they deserve every chance in the world to win, too. And just fortunate enough for us that we come out on top with a victory, buddy.
I agree 100% with you. I mean, I think you found this team found their identity tonight. They did a lot of things that, we didn't know if they had that gut check in them or not, and they showed it tonight because, their one loss to Scottsburg, we didn't have that gut check. And they showed it tonight. They showed that they're going to fight to the end, and, I like what Coach Nash told them at the end of the game. I was watching as he was shaking every kid's hand. He congratulated and told them, go win a sectional now. And I really feel like both these teams should come away with the sectional championship.
And you know what? I know Coach Nash really well, and he means that. He wanted to beat us so bad right now. Tonight he couldn't stand it. But at the end of the day, we're 7 miles apart. I want to see Borden succeed. He wants to see Eastern succeed. And, just tonight, when you play against each other, you got...
it's like when you play your best friend.
Yeah.
You're between them lines, it's all business. But after the end of the horn goes off, final buzzer, you're back to friends. And, you talk about 7 miles apart. When they went on their run and Coach Nash won their state title, we were there. There was a lot of Pekin folks that went and supported them all the way through that run, rooting for them to win. I remember seeing him when we made that run in the girls' game. I mean,
he was that factor
right there between us, even though, as competitive as both teams were, I mean, it's like that.
As Coach Bribble's going to stop by here, and I'm sure this is going to be pretty good here tonight, as I'm sure we're going to get some excitement out of him. I know he's probably completely wore out after this one here, but Coach, congratulations tonight on another championship of this holiday tournament. You're 2 for 2, buddy. I couldn't be more proud of you and your team, the way you guys coming in, especially responded after that first half. You come back in the second half and you battled. The kids took shot after shot after shot, and they responded. Talk a little bit about the performance tonight from your team.
Well, thank you. But we struggled early, and our toughness wasn't great. We've talked a few times in our pre-games about patience, I had Coach Weatherford speak about it, and he spoke about the patience of Job in the Bible, and how he endured a lot of adversity before he got that fulfillment at the end. And it couldn't relate more to what just happened for our guys. In the first half, nothing really went the right way. I felt like Borden was really prepared to play, really well coached. And our guys just kept fighting and made play after play when it was crunch time. And it was exciting to see them battle through that tough stuff. And our team took a step forward today, and that was exciting.
That's exactly what Mikey said here before you come on the air, is how much your team found themselves tonight. And talk a little about the performance of Caden Temple tonight.
Yeah, let me look at some of these numbers first. But no, Caden, it just seemed like every time I went to call a set, he was already at the rim scoring. And it happened 3-4 times, it felt like. And he finished through contact. He was on balance. He was under control. He was tough. He defends the best player most nights. I mean, the guy just does so much stuff for our team, and I don't know what his assist numbers were tonight. He only had 2 tonight. Well, our team only had 4. But he's just a guy. He's a guy that he does a lot for us, and sometimes it goes unnoticed because it's not points, and that's what everybody that's a fan looks at. But it's exciting to see him be able to get that point recognition tonight in a battle like this.
Well, your team had to play through a very, very physical game. You know, they were absolutely beating on us. You knew that they was going to be physical with us, especially with Terry and Cade. They was going to try to rough them up. And, you know, Mike, you talked about the Scottsburg game. You take the Scottsburg game, kind of the same physicality as the Scottsburg game, but how your team responded. Talk a little bit about that also.
Yeah. I mean, that's something where when teams get really physical with us so far, because you know the games we've won have not been close. They've pretty much all been the same way, except that first Borden game didn't pull away till the end. But in all those other games were 20, 30-point wins to where we were getting easy stuff anytime we wanted to. So I've been preaching patience offensively, but they never had to. This is the first game other than Scottsburg, and Scottsburg we just never got out of that funk. But this is the first game where we had to reverse it a couple times before we found our post guy, or before we could dribble straight through him and lay it in. And our guys, it took them a while to process it, but now that I feel like tonight was a very good step forward in that aspect to where we can score quick and be patient, which is important.
Well, first of all, congrats. You know, talk about, you know, I told Wes with 1:17 to go and you called the timeout. I said, does he have enough trust in him to hold it? You know, we're either going OT or we're winning it. And there were some times that it was a little sketchy, but for the most part, you know, what was your process? Why did you feel like you had to hold it for the final shot there?
Well, so I'm thinking if we don't make whatever shot that is, I know what Coach Nash is going to do on the other one. And I'm not okay with putting that. You know, I don't want to be on defense to finish the game, unless it's like what we were there, where we were winning, and it was, you know, it was a little different. But no, I don't want to be on defense to finish the game. So I want to put our fate in our own hands. You know, I don't want to rely on hoping they miss a shot. I want to rely on, you know, we're going to not turn it over because we're disciplined and we're going to take care of the basketball. And that's what I expect of our guys, and I'm going to continue to expect it. And I think when I have those expectations, they meet them every time, which is exciting.
Well, I'm gonna talk about another player. You know, y'all talked about KT, and he did have an exceptional game.
You're going to talk about Branson White.
Branson White, because the boy showed up why he's a varsity player tonight.
Absolutely.
And, you know, play after play, he made the right decision late. You know, defensively, he was solid. You know, talk about how much he's grown in the last month or so.
Well, and then that's another guy where if you look at his stat line, you're like, oh, yeah, okay, he was, you know, he did some stuff for you. He got 4 points or an assist. But, yeah, you talk about what he brought to the game. It was back-breaking the times that he did go finish at the basket, or the deflections he would get, or, you know, what starting the other teams, one of their better guards. He just, on both ends, continued to do everything he needed to do.
Yeah, you know, and talk about, you know, I call it bonus points. Because without, you know, you're going to get your Caleb Jones or Kate Jones and Cherry's going to get theirs. But, you know, the first time you met, it was Yancey that kind of surprised them. You know, and Branson came in tonight, and, you know, I don't think Doc was prepared for that, and he did an exceptional job. And it just makes us so much better down the road now. What's your message to the boys as you travel? You know, you travel to New Wash Tuesday night. You can't, you know, you're on a 5-game winning streak, I believe now. What's the message to the boys?
Well, we continue to do all those little things we talk about. And as soon as they don't do those, that's when I'm on them for that. But I also think as hard as I get on them, which, you know, some people might look at my demeanor on the sideline and say I don't get on them that much, but I promise I do. But as negative as I get on the things that they're not doing right, you've got to be that positive on the flip side. So when they do get reversal, post feed, you know, I'm praising them like crazy, like we just hit the last shot to win the game, because it's that important to do that little thing right. So we're going to continue doing all those little things that we've been doing to get us to this point, and our guys are going to continue to take the steps forward that they need to, so we can play against a lot of different styles and we can win against a lot of different types of teams.
Well, I'm going to say it. I ain't 100% sure, but you may be the first coach in his first 2 years in a program come in and win the holiday tournament. So congrats on that.
Yeah. I'd like to take full credit for it, but I've got some players who can make things happen. That man makes me look a little bit better.
And that's just a compliment of what you've done to the program since you've been here. And, you know, last year, you know, everybody says because Borden dropped out, we won it. But you earned it this weekend, and couldn't be more proud of this group and enjoyed it tonight. And, you know, enjoy it. Go get another one and get into the holiday break and keep things rolling, Coach.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here, and I think that's one of probably your goals. If you check off here for one championship, you got another one coming here in March, and hopefully, at the beginning of March we can cut some nets down there at Tell City. But congratulations, Coach. Thanks for stopping by and talking with us, and we'll talk to you soon. Good luck Tuesday night down at New Washington.
Thank you, guys.
That's Coach Fribble of the Eastern Musketeers as they come away tonight with victory over the Borden Braves in the Washington County Holiday Championship. Again, final score 57-55 in overtime. Mike, you got anything else left?
No, I mean, it's just like you said at the end of the game. It was a classic. You couldn't ask a better championship game. Couldn't be more proud of these boys. I mean, this right here is, in my opinion, at the top of one of his wins in his career here. To beat a good, very good Borden team.
Absolutely.
With Doc Nash is at the helm. I mean, that's a huge win, and I'll say it, and I honestly believe it. You've seen two of the best coaches in Southern Indiana battle it out tonight.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Not a question. These guys went toe-to-toe just like their teams did tonight.
And I want to wish Borden nothing but the best of luck throughout. I hope they're cutting nets when we are in March, and I hope we have lucky enough to have a situation where maybe we're both at Banker's Life and can back each other up.
Well, Mikey, if you don't have anything else, we'll mention one more time. I'll be on the air Tuesday night down at New Washington to call the boys' game as they travel down there. We will have Thursday night. Mikey will be at Columbus East as the girls travel up there to play the Olympians. But just a quick note, we won't be on the air, but Monday night will be the JV portion of the holiday tournament. It will be at Eastern and will start at 6 o'clock. So come down and support those kids as it'll be a one-day deal. They'll play 2 games in different gymnasiums, and the winners will play and the losers will play, and that'll be it. But that'll start at 6 o'clock Monday night. Tuesday night down at New Washington for the boys varsity and JV, and then Thursday night varsity JV girls at Columbus East. Mikey, nothing else. We'll send it back to the station. But one more time, championship score 57-55 as the Musketeers come away with a victory tonight. We say, and you've been listening to Musketeer basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana. And Mikey and Wes say God bless and good night.